Well, it was really apparent that James Comey essentially came to settle a score. He had a very strong intention to lay out all the facts of the discussion with the president. Of course, it's his own side of the story, but he really wanted to underline the fact that what took place in his conversations with the president, whether on the phone or in person, particularly in-person meetings, was, in his words, inappropriate. He felt it was uncomfortable. He constantly stressed the fact that, he felt that Attorney General Jeff Sessions should be around, or Jared Kushner, when he was asked to leave the room, that he should have stayed, and that they felt that it was uncomfortable too. And so he felt that the president was putting him in an uncomfortable situation. Now, some really stark revelations, some stark comments that he made during the testimony. He actually said that the administration was lying in its defense of their side of the story, especially in their accounts that the FBI was unhappy by James Comey's performance as FBI director. He really went strong on them and said flat out that they are lying, and that was really stunning. The second thing is the president a couple of weeks ago, my mistake, he tweeted that he hopes that James Comey doesn't go leaking to the press, because it would be a shame if tapes were to be released. And until this day, we don't know if tapes really do exist or not. We've repeatedly asked the White House, and they don't answer it. So James Comey today, prompting laughter from the room, saying, "Lordy, I hope there are tapes." He repeatedly said that if there are tapes, the president has his blessing to release them. In fact, he wanted it because he feels very strongly that his side of the story is accurate. He says he took detailed notes because he knew that there was something very uncustomary, untraditional in his meetings with the president, and he wanted to make sure that there was proper documentation just in case any of those meetings were to come back and haunt him. He said that he had doubts about the honesty of the president, which was another stunning revelation. He said that he didn't have those doubts with President Bush or President Obama, and so he didn't have to take those detailed notes in their meetings. But in these particular meetings with President Trump, he felt the need to do that. So one thing that James Comey did say today that the White House feels that they are slightly vindicated about is he revealed that after that tweet went out that the president wrote that said something about a tape being released, he felt the need to leak his memo, and so he gave it. He said he woke up in the middle of the night feeling stressed about it. He gave it to a friend of his at Columbia University, a law professor, who leaked it on his behalf. And so the White House, and particularly President Trump's lawyer, Mark Kasowitz, has really gone to town on that particular reference, saying that one of the biggest issues to plague this administration have been these illegal leaks, of classified information. Now, there isn't anything to lead us to believe that the information in the memos was classified. In fact, Comey suggested otherwise, but the administration is insisting that Comey today essentially admitted that he was a leaker, and they're going to go hard on that particular point to say that he did something that was inappropriate and perhaps even illegal in his handing over those memos to his friend.